Hey squaddies, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening whenever you're listening or watching. Hello. Be sure to check out memberships. You can join if you're interested. You'll be in the company of equally amazing squaddies. And just like with all my information, I'll put the links inside the description box. Thanks. Princess Meghan shows the world what a classy and elegant royal looks like in her visit to a Justice Girls. Princess Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, visited Vancouver-based charity Justice for Girls on Monday before her unexpected appearance at the Vancouver Canucks game later that day with husband Prince Harry. The princess has been involved with the charity that supports girls aged 12 to 18 living in poverty since first visiting its downtown Vancouver headquarters back in January 2020. They even made a post about the Princess of Sussex visiting, saying, "Justice for Girls was delighted to have a return visit from Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex." Joined by Jennifer Lake and Lori Thompson from the Lakes Family's All One Fund, we had an engaging and heartfelt conversation about justice and equality for girls in Canada and around the world. The nonprofit promotes social and economic and environmental justice and an end to violence, poverty, and racism in the lives of teenage girls who live in poverty, according to his mission statement. Our classy Duchess understands her role and impact on the world, and she continues to show the world that service is universal, regardless of your background. Harry and Meghan stepped out in Canada on Monday night as they made a surprise appearance at the Vancouver Canucks hockey game. The Duke of Sussex made the ceremonial first puck drop as he dropped the ice ahead of the first matchup between the Vancouver Canucks and the San Jose Sharks. He and Meghan then took in the game from their box seats. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are in Canada ahead of the next Invictus Games, which will be held in Vancouver and Whistler in 2025. Harry, a former captain in the British Army, founded the International Adaptive Sports Tournament for wounded, injured, and sick service personnel and veterans in 2014. Harry's moment on the ice comes 21 years after his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, made her own ceremonial puck drop, also at a Vancouver Canucks and San Jose Sharks game, by the way. And the late monarch visited Vancouver while on an 11-day tour in Canada in honor of her Golden Jubilee at the time. Once again, it was wonderful seeing Harry and Meghan, as well as the Invictus Games that will be, of course, hosted by Vancouver in 2025, as mentioned before. The welcoming cheers were loud and clear. This true and authentic royal couple are loved and respected in their own rights. They earned the respect, and just seeing the excitement, it warms my heart. I'm not gonna lie, it really did. And Meghan looked beautiful as usual, but Harry, he looked so hot. He really did. He looked like a dark king. You know those, like, when I say a dark king, like, I don't mean like it in a bad way, but like, you know, it's like a dark king or a dark prince with a heart of gold, you know? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like blue, but I mean, it looked black on some of the photos, but yeah, it's definitely blue. And it was blue. So like blue is definitely his color. I remember when I did like a fashion countdown for Harry, which I needed to do another one because I really enjoyed that one, even though I didn't really identify, or, you know, when I say identify, I mean I didn't really get to properly ID what he was wearing on some of the photos because they were hard to tell. And I tried to go on other websites and ask other people, and then they didn't really have an idea either on what design he was wearing. And this was before Meghan. Like, there were like a couple of designers that was like that his father will wear. Like, it was like the old school, you know, British royals men would wear, like, since the 1700s. So like I don't know, but I know since he's been with Meghan, like his clothes have been a lot more easier to ID. And I know he likes Dior because I've seen him wear Dior like suit jackets a lot and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, he looks pretty darn good. He dropped the puck, which is a a hockey thing. And I mean, no offense to all the hockey fans out there, I'm not a hockey girl. The only time I actually followed hockey was when the Chicago Blackhawks were playing, and they were like, you know, going to win that the Stanley Cup. So yeah, as I mentioned before, blue has always been Harry's color, in my opinion. It brings out his blue eyes. Sorry, my microphone is like kind of hanging right now because I'm taking my braids down and I'm doing so many things at once. I'm doing so many things at once, and so forgive me if you hear anything, like, you know. So yeah, like I mentioned, like the blue brings out his blue eyes and his ginger hair. And Meghan, you know, she definitely upgraded his life. he came from, you know, he went from wearing like holes in the shoes to now wearing tailor-made clothes, custom-made, just everything. Like everything is, you know, fitted his way, and wearing nice shoes, very, very nice shoes. So yeah, Meghan, she definitely hooked the brother up. And of course, I wanted to quickly add in, I hope you didn't hear my cat Luna. She's like, Mommy, what are you doing up so early? So yeah, I wanted to just add this in really quick of Harry and Meghan. They ran into two cute fans. I love that I actually like this picture. I prefer it over the actual picture when they show the baby's face. I like that this one is covered up. I found this one on Royal Suitor's Twitter. So shout out to Royal Suitor and all the other amazing squaddies out there who take the time and day to give us this beautiful news on whatever social media platform out there. But yeah, this is really cute. Shh, Luna, I'm trying to record this. This is a lovely, beautiful picture. So it was just nice to see. It's no surprise that the tampon king, yeah, I'm so sorry that I tried to segue as best as I could, but I have to mention this because this is something that I accidentally stumbled across while I was reading articles. I'm sorry, I'm so close to the mic. While I was reading articles, and but yeah, it's no surprise that the tampon king wants to be included in his son and daughter-in-law's success, adding that they represent him from North America, like as if they're half in and half out, with for royals. But sorry, old tampon, it doesn't work that way. At least not in the real world. You can't take credit for their success or happiness. You try to make it damn near impossible for Harry to succeed, but thanks to him having a wife like Meghan, a legit hardworking hustler, or because that woman has been working since she was like 12 or 13, you know, thanks to his wife, Harry would never have to ever come back to you begging on his knees for your forgiveness. Cause you cut everything off. You cut off like everything, even though it was supposed to be like a year thing, like a year, you know, assignment, like, you know, just to test the waters out. Everything slowly transitions away like a normal business would do. You went the cutthroat route and just cut off everything instantly. And that was dirty, very dirty. Yeah. And you cut off the security. That was the worst of it all. Cutting off his security, knowing that he is the most popular royal. At the time, you know, Queen Elizabeth was the most popular royal, but then Harry was like pretty much second after her. But then there were times when he was way more popular than her as well. So you cut off his security. I mean, you knew what you were doing. You were trying to Diana him and Meghan and your own grandchild, like, you know, being a loser. But yeah, so while I was Google searching more articles to read, as I've mentioned before, I stumbled across some crappy tabloid articles from Yahoo, whose story actually originated from the Daily Fail and the New York Post. So these articles were literally a day apart, and Yahoo's Daily Fail one was like, King Charles III might invite Prince Harry and Princess Meghan, I'm sorry, I'm so used to saying Princess Meghan, they say Meghan Markle on here though, to the UK for a holiday visit, but with one major condition. And that was the title. And I was like, oh my god, let me just humor myself here. So it was like, King Charles III's 75th birthday seemed to have marked a major turning point in his frosty relationship with Prince Harry and Princess Meghan. I'm so sorry, I'm used to saying Princess Meghan. The ice appears to be broken, and there might be a holiday invitation ahead of them, with one major condition. The Sussexes are reportedly ready to change the state of play and fully reconcile with King Charles, according to Daily Mail sources, aka this never happened. The pal of Harry and Meghan also claimed that they would readily accept a holiday invite so that Prince Archie, age 4, and Princess Elizabeth, age 2, could spend some time with their grandfather. However, there are two people who aren't ready to reunite with the stateside couple: Prince Winnipeg and Copycat. The palace insider believes that Charles could easily do shifts with his kids to make everyone happy. And William and Harry wouldn't have to see each other face to face. Winnipeg and Copycat will celebrate Christmas at Sandringham, I hope I said that correctly, with the rest of the welfare royals after they depart for their country home and Mer Hall for the new year. The Sussexes could meet Charles and Queen Horsemilla at Balmoral in Scotland. Don't they wish that would happen? Tampon King spending time with his son and family. Photos for the UK press to take of him and the grandchildren. Coughing out fake chuckles as if he's in love with the babies. Fake smiling and pretending that he is the reason why they're all in there in the first place. Making himself look good for the press. Oh, Grandpa King saves the day. Yeah, okay. All the BS garbage games that the welfare royals loves playing for the press, you know, the same press that they write checks for. Yeah, they will love for all that whole fantasy scenario to happen. It would never happen. At least I hope it never happens. We know that this story isn't true, but you know, in Tampon's sick fantasy, he would love for this setup to happen. He would also conveniently place Harry and Meghan beside Pete and Andy as they make a surprise appearance on some balcony. Does Balmoral have a balcony? If it does, then they will be standing on there. It is all in his fantasy. I mean, the welfare royals pretty much live in a land of make-believe, cosplaying, you know, acting like that they're important when they're not. It's such an embarrassment. I would be so embarrassed. Putting on fake medals and all that stuff. Toy costumes. So weird. But you also know in reality, Tampon wouldn't want Meghan there. But for the sake of the parents, he would have to have her there. Now, we all know that Meghan has moved on from this sick family, but this is Tampon in the British press's fantasy, according to these articles. Meanwhile, Winnipeg and Copycat will be leaking BS from their separate homes, aka Winnipeg staff, and Copycat will leak out something like, Princess Catherine invites Duchess Meghan and the children for a play date. But the Duchess refuses. The shame. You know, at this point, I'm mixing up both tabloid articles because neither makes sense and sounds like a bad time story. So I will end it there and move on to the welfare royals.
Harold being called the king of the ice is laughable. I'm going to be king, and
oh, Harry looks so handsome, like a dog, but noble prince, just as our narrator has pointed out.
Is this your idea of trying to make me jealous? Because it's not working.
No, I'm only speaking the truth. Doesn't Harry look absolutely handsome?
Harry looks old, tired, and miserable. Tampon, baby. Harry and Meghan got a warm reception at a hockey game in one of our Commonwealth countries. Perhaps a palace insider can write an article on the two visiting on behalf of their king. Oh, hello, William and Kate, why would my father want Harold and that woman to represent the crowd when he has us?
Because you and Kate are worthless, lazy bums with nothing to share for. Now, what are you doing in my office?
I'm the Prince of Wales.
You didn't exactly answer my question, but you are a Prince of Wales due to birth. Harold has many successful projects, including the Invictus Games.
I have Earthshot. More like Earthflop.
Ho ho ho. Ha 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 ha. Is that your nickname for your horse bride? As I was saying, Harold and I may not be on the best of speaking terms, but at least he knows how to respect his father.
You're only trying to get on his good side so that he can come visit us for Christmas.
Well, rest assured, I want nothing to do with him. Good, because I want nothing to do with you.
What? And he is quite the looker. He looks exactly like you, tampon baby.
Ho ho ho. I have been told that Harold does resemble me.
I heard that there is Beyonce.
What?
Oh, I forgot to put in my translator. I took it out. I heard that they will be celebrating Thanksgiving with Beyonce.
Who are they?
Harry and Meghan.
I haven't heard such a story. Perhaps one of my friends at the fair can scrape together a story.
Why don't we celebrate Thanksgiving? Look at my legs.
Looks like raw chicken meat. And the reason we don't celebrate Thanksgiving, you idiots, is because we aren't American. And I must hire another assistant to set up something for Earthflop in Vancouver.
No one will show up, leaving you with no choice but to hire actors again.
Shut up, you mumbling idiot.
You first body.
Your malnourished thighs are bad enough. On top of dressing like my dead grandmother.
Are you attracted to women, really? Because I was trying to show you something.
I'm not interested.
Rose looks as masculine as my brother.
At least she has money, unlike your brother and the rest of your broke family.
I hate you.
Oh, stop it with that horrendous sound. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
And that's all for this podcast. And I'd like to wish my fellow American squaddies a happy Thanksgiving. And as for every squaddie around the world, I hope that your days are filled with blue skies, sunshines with positive vibes. Happy Thanksgiving! I'd like to thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell. Also, join a membership. I have the links inside the description box. My name is Deanna, and you are watching Thriving with the Narcissist. Talk to you soon.